Hey, how y'all doing today? It is what it is. Nice to see y'all. Hopefully, you all are doing well. So, I just wanted to talk about certain types of manipulation that goes on, right? And ways of dealing with it, right? Because there's so many different ways that people be using manipulation to take advantage of people and get what they want and, just change outcomes to their benefit due to the public perspectives that they spew, that people believe. It's a lot of things, right? And we're here to get into it. So check me out. Not gonna hold y'all night, kind of a little late, but you know how that go. I looked it up. I just looked up a quick little idea of it, right? They say how many types of manipulation are there? Off Google from Medium.com. Don't know how that source go, but hey, whatever. There are four broad types of manipulative behaviors: trying to deceive, demonstrating inappropriate emotion, attacking on a personal level, and diverting attention. I hate these alerts, but they always come in handy when you're not looking for them. Anyway, before you can learn how to work with people who are manipulative, you have to be able to recognize their bad behaviors. I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychological expert, so it's not going to really be a place for me to tell you how to, give you the verbatim signs of manipulation. But from these four broad types that we've seen, I'm pretty sure day to day that we have an idea of people that's tried to be manipulative of some sort on YouTube. Not even YouTube, just even in life, right? You'll have individuals that would throw pity parties, right? And that would be, I'll say, demonstrating inappropriate emotion. I said inappropriate, demonstrating inappropriate emotion, right? Because it comes down to at this point, and in my previous video when I talked about apology and regret, right? So when a person is apologetic, they should not try to make you feel bad for them feeling bad, right? That's a sign of emotional manipulation, right? Whereas I still need a win. I know I'm not 100% wrong. You have to understand that if you didn't read between the lines, it wouldn't have got to almost or some shit like that, right? Emotional manipulation. Um, I dealt with that a lot of times while I was working throughout my work career in Memphis and different jobs where the employer would I have a family situation and I get they need to ask you questions on this and that, but they'll ask me a question like I'll be like, I have to call in today. Well, we really, really need you. All you had to say is, bro, you needed me. I still wouldn't be able to make it in. But when you say really, really need you, in my mind, it's like you trying to make me feel bad that I have an obligation. Reason being I called in, right? But you're just gonna emphasize that y'all might really, really need me so I can feel bad. And if I was lying or whatever your mindset was, I'll either buckle down, like, will I try to make it? Like, no. When people try to make you feel worse for wear for something that is your choice to do, if it's to forgive an apology, or if it's you calling in for work or whatever because of something that you need to do and they try to make it seem like you're at fault for that, that's a sign of emotional manipulation at that point, I believe. There's no other way. How could you sit there and honestly try to make a person feel horrible, right? For something that they need to do when you're just basically at no ends either way, right? What I mean, like, if I went to work, it still would be the same day that it would be. If I don't come in, it wouldn't be. I called in 2 hours ahead of time or whatever, right? You still shouldn't try to make me feel like a piece of shit because I have to do what I have to do. I want to make money. That's enough to make me feel bad. I don't need you to add it in to make me feel worse. Same thing with an apology. If somebody lied to me and I find out that they lied, like, bruh, it's up to me to accept your apology or not. I don't really care at this point, type shit, right? So it is what it is. But people would try to emotionally manipulate you to the core to make you feel bad, to make you feel worthless. So you can be at their playing field and they can take control of what you truly, or well, what you believe that you would want, because you probably don't want to hurt their feelings or strengthen a point. Um, let's see, trying to deceive. It's almost like it's a step by step process. They're trying to deceive. It's almost like okay, when you're dealing with a situation and you're just looking for answer to this to this question, like, hey, where's my sister? I heard she would probably be kicking it with you tonight. Where's she at? Mom looking for her. Oh, well, it's Thursday night. She usually go cheerleading practice. She's probably over at the cheerleading, and probably at school, doing cheerleading practice. And basically, it's a lie, but you're using momentary facts, right? Like, yeah, she might do have cheerleading practice on Thursday nights, but that's not what I asked you. What she usually do? I asked you where she. Where do you know? Have you seen her and things like that? You'll have people that just try to throw your mind off and deceive you on things for nothing. Actually, I've grown to learn that people really don't even know how bad their problems are. They just want to see how far this goes. They're anxious to just see how far they can poke at the fire and how bright the embers will burn. They really don't give a fuck of what they're doing. They don't really care at all. It's just interesting to see, I never thought I'd get this far. How far more can I go, regardless of retribution be damned or any consequence? A personal level, attacking on a personal level. See, now that's the thing right there that a lot of people like doing. And it's sad. That type of manipulation is more combative, if you ask me. Where, like, it's like you ask for a favor. I'm using vague examples of what I went through in my life on this one. It's nothing. There's no references. There's no names that can be traced, so people straight. But I just feel like that's the best way I can talk about it. But as far as being attacked on a personal level, seeing that type of manipulation, I see it all the time. Um, Whereas you are asked to do a favor, and the first thing that comes to their mind, or the first thing that utters out of their mouth, are the words, "I did it for you," or "If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be this," or "How could you not help me after all we've been?" Things to just make you question your own loyalty, like, or things you hold dear. Like, your brother would have done it if he was still here. It ain't got to be on no grief shit. Your brother could be in next door or something, and you're just stuck in the house, and he would have did it if he was. What they got to do with me not doing your favor? The attacking on a personal level is really one of the most lowest forms. All of manipulation is really low, but that's one of the most common forms, I should say, not lowest, but common forms that you'll probably run across, because there's a lot of people that I'll say a shallow, where any little thing they do for you, you owe them. If it's not a 2 second use of an eraser, yo, this happened when I was in school. I asked somebody could I use their eraser for like 3 minutes. Not even 3 minutes, that's an exaggeration. I said, hey, can I see your eraser real quick? And literally, after I used the eraser for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably like 10 seconds, gave them back their pencil. Didn't even eat the eraser up at all that much. It was just something I had to get rid of. They acted like I owed them a cookie at lunch or something. Or that's really was the example. Like, because we was at lunch and I got me a bag of cookies. He was like, bro, let me get a piece. I'm like, I break off a piece food. Damn, I can't get a whole cookie food. I'm like, no, damn, I let you use my eraser. I'm like, what? That's a little childish example, but people would stoop to a personal thing. Because one thing about me, I got a lot of integrity. I had that when I was a child. It got to the point where I think I talked about this in another stream. We had Silent Wednesdays. I was talking to my friend. He was quiet. He got caught laughing. And instead of me getting in trouble to do the punishment, they was getting ready to make him do it. But I was like, no, I was the one talking and I did it. That's how me and him became best friends. It's just something about my integrity. So they used that against me, like, dang, bro, I let you use that, bro. You ain't gonna fuck with me. Me being so gullible that like in second grade, my dumb ass like, all right, yeah, you right. Here, you can have a cookie. Man, it took a while to grow out of that because I never saw anything wrong with it. I even was foolish enough to associate that with eye for an eye, or scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's a lot of other situations of shit that I would have not be in right now if I had time to rethink it. But them experiences led me to be who I am. I digress, and I am verging off to the point. It's a lot of emotional manipulators out there. You got to be careful. Their bills aren't yours to pay. Their problems aren't yours to solve. And their fights aren't yours to win. Just because you said no, or just because they feel as if, or they perpetuate the feeling as if you're not there for them, doesn't mean that you're not there enough. Because you have to make sure you're there for yourself. Never give anyone your all and you have nothing left. And that's what I believe that personal manipulation comes from. Shallow people that's compensating for something. Individuals that just need to stoop to a level like to justify why they did it for you other than the kindness of their heart. So you can feel bad because they know that you're a more genuine person. You got less to feel ashamed of, possibly, but that's just my thoughts on that. In the comment section, please don't be shy. Hit me, butcher me, let me know whatever I said wrong. This is open discussion. This is not absolutes. And for the last one, it was diverting the tension. Now this is the most common form of manipulation in debates. Lord have mercy. You'll have individuals once they're caught that they'll do their best to say, "Hey, no, no, okay, but what about them? They're doing it." You looking at slideshow A, and they like, "Hey, no, don't look at A, man. Hey, look at B. B did it first. They actually said something about me." It's funny because out of all the forms, they almost seems like a stepping ladder, like a rising level to a certain behavior. Yes, manipulation. You go ahead, but let me go ahead and finish with this example on diverting attention. I mean, you can look at any video of debates. It's a couple I've seen on BXB Sports channel, on his other channel, Garfield Speaks. Hell, it's debates I've actually seen in life when I was part of the debate team. I, I almost was told this when I was in the debate team. It was a seasoned debater. He was cool as hell. He was like one of the seniors and shit. I was still a junior. And he was like, yo, you got to stay focused on what you're talking about and what you know that you're speaking on. Because once you sit down, they're going to get up there. And if they have no case, they're going to try their best to take their whole point away from what we're really talking about. Just divert attention. You'll sit there and be like, and that's why we need trees and our oceans so we can have clean air and clean water for villages that are not accessible to the cities and the plumbing systems. Thank you. And they'll get up there immediately and be like, but what about money? And try to spew a whole like different idea completely irrelevant to what you're saying to grab the attention away from you, to manipulate the whole subject. Or even in the worst tense, what I seen on YouTube, they'll just start throwing out negatives about you. Like you're just saying, hey, yo, why you make a video about this and that? Oh, yeah? Well, I heard that you were a woo-woo. You be like, okay, what you mean? Where you get this evidence from? It doesn't matter. It's everywhere on YouTube. You're this. I know that you are. And people love drama. And one thing about the internet, not just YouTube, is that it's easy to spread drama a lot faster than a lot of people. And it's fun. It's entertaining. Apparently, that's why people profit from, or benefit at least from, being dramatic crisis actors, or being actresses or actors in dramas and TV series and stuff, because it's been, I believe, popularized to deal in it. So a lot of diverting attention comes to the fact of trying to bring up the most excitable, dramatic, attention grabbing topic from what we're talking about. Anything to get your attention off of what we're talking about. Mario, why are you lying to us? But ain't the sky blue though? I mean, what color is the sky on Mars? Is there even a day in Mars? Is in the atmosphere? I've never seen a blue sky on Mars in any picture. Not even a red sky. Just change the whole topic. But, what we need to do is know what we need to do, right? And there's no one in this world that can tell us what's best for us. Don't allow anyone to manipulate you or try to hold you into a certain form of doubt where you don't want to stand on what you stand on. Because at the end of the day, most manipulators are going to look out for themselves. And once you see that everything you do is not benefiting you, you might be dealing with a manipulator or someone who's very manipulative. Because there are four broad types of manipulative behavior: trying to deceive, demonstrating inappropriate emotions, attacking on a personal level, and diverting attention. Make sure you love yourself and be self-aware. No one owes you anything, but you owe yourself everything. You all have a blessed night. Talk to y'all later. It is what it is. Don't be manipulated.